solos. I think we nailed it.
I don't think it gets better than that, right?
Sometime we'll have a discussion about Paiste 602s. The nerdism will... You don't know what everybody else knows. The biggest nerd ever, man. I think this is the one that kind of started it all. And this one was kind of incredible and really thin. Crazy thin. And not like... This is the one Kevin Canner flipped on. Of course he pulled this out when he was in the garage. I knew he would pull it. I was like, dude, this is amazing! So now he's into these, but let's hear what it sounds like with these. I don't know if that camera's gonna get. I always thought this was unbelievable. I mean, it's like a gigantic crash. Man, I have so much stuff, dude. An 18-inch thin crash that sounds like this. I mean, I think that's unbelievable. If you could find a Zildjian that sounds this good from that era or any era, bring it. And let's A-B them, because I don't think it exists. Wow. And these are always...
Super thin.
Super thin, but they all have bells. So they're multi-purpose. You can use them for everything. I mean, you don't want to play them in a metal band. But for everything else. This could be your left side jazz gig downtown. Easy. All day.
And they're thin, but they don't sound airy or papery.
No,
they still have that metallic sense. Sometimes some of the vintage ones that I have, even those hats, the thin, at times the thinness comes with the price of losing a little bit of that definition because it's a little bit more papery sounding.
Something's too hollow in this area, so you don't get the ride. This one is maybe a reverb fine, and I've never seen one like it. I mean, it's so hammered in a cool way. It sounds completely different outside. And it's been played a ton. It's like black right here because someone played it a ton. That's amazing. That means it was really loved for a black zone to be from Stigmas.
Right.
That's wild. This one is the one I just got. And it's the thinnest 22 that I think I've ever had. Matt Mayhall doesn't have the other one, but that other one wasn't as good as this one. This one is what's up. Darren Beckett, who is Brandon Flowers' drummer from The Killers, when Brandon does the solo stuff, it's like, oh man, you're going to sell this to me, right, man? I need this, man. Wow. That's pretty crazy. At least in my world, this is like what I hear. This is some Billy Higgins, maybe some Al Foster. That's pretty thin for a 22. This probably should have gotten broken or smashed somewhere in the 60s or 70s, but somehow made it out of there.
Right.
So now I have it. You know. I have some other stuff. I mean, the hats is kind of what I think you would like. You would be into the hats because that's very jazz drummer, like subtle hat type thing. I mean, I love this one. Kyle Fair likes this one. Rad studio drummer, dude. Pretty rare for 20. Sounds amazing outside. Another thin. And we can go on and on about this. Hats, new old stock, 70s crash. More. Kind of pretty. I imagine in maybe a larger setting, it's kind of bright, but. Kind of perfect, maybe flawless, or there's just no weird overtones anywhere.
It's so in tune with itself.
Yeah, The other one is older and dirtier. This has never been played. The guy had it in his closet. It needs to be played, like for another couple of years, like on some gigs, and played with mallets and crashed, and it will do some different things. But I had to have it, and it's like we were doing a drug deal in the parking lot of Whole Foods in El Segundo. Seriously, not a joke. Oh, and the Frank Cap. If you want to get the Frank Cap on the video,
we gotta, because we'll explain later that I have the other Franks.
Yes, Jacob also has some Frank Cap stuff, but this is the 22, and I found videos of him playing it with the Frank Cap Juggernaut and some other guys, the Pete Christlieb big band, and I found videos, but apparently this could have been on I Got You Babe. Could have been. But this is my everything ride right now. It was pretty balanced and beautiful. And it's kind of pretty pristine.
And for it to be that in tune with itself, but that wide at the same time,
Yes.
and the fact that it's a 22 but thin, but it's not a gong.
It's not a gong, and it's thin, but it still has some stuff, and apparently he loved it because of this keyhole. He obviously was very into it. That got played a lot. This is like the germ of, like, I think this one is the one. This is Josh Adams from Jenny Lewis. If you know Josh, really killing drummer. It's like one of my favorite left sides. It sounds bright, but it will fool you because when you get outside, you can't hear any of that. And it's another beautiful tone. It's kind of perfect somehow. But that's what the Egg Ops remind me of. The Aaron Sterling ones, something like this. But Josh doesn't seem to like this one. I do. I love this one. And then, I mean, that's almost it. There's more stuff in the garage. We don't have to do that, but, you know, you get the idea. That's part of my nerdy isms. Here's my obsession. There you go, Jacob.